time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
What's up, guys? My name is Brendan, and this is Student of the Community. In this series, you guys send me your clips through Instagram's direct messenger, and then I give you the best tips I can. That way, we're all able to learn from each other and become students of the entire tricking community. And guys, keep submitting your clips because there's a new episode coming out every Friday. So with that said, let's get started. Our first clip comes from Mitch, and he sent us a video of his cart double full. He barely clutches out this landing, so let's check it out and give him some tips. First, I want to say that was a great cart dub, and you really clutched out that landing. I have no idea how you made it to your feet. But if I'm going to give you some tips, there are two things I think you really need to focus on. The first is your arms. As you were doing the cart dub, you did a great job of using those arms to set in your cartwheel, pushing off the ground, and then throwing them over your head to generate flipping momentum. Then when you moved them into twist, you were still doing everything right. But after you completed that first twist, your arms went loose. They went further from your body and they kind of dropped to your sides, and that killed your twist. When you're doing a double, you need to keep your arms in, not just for the single, but then pull them even closer to wrap the double. The second thing you need to focus on is your legs. As you did the first twist, you did a great job of sticking your legs straight and having a nice tight body. But as you went in for the second, you tucked your legs in, which killed your twist, while it did give you a little bit more flip. Next time you do your cart dub, try and keep your arms in and your legs straight when performing that second twist. But like I said, you clutched out this landing. So if you drill this trick and make it more consistent, you will have no problems and it will be far better. Our second clip comes from Peter, and he sent us a video of his cork. He says any tips would be appreciated, so let's check him out and give him some help. Peter, that was a good cork, and I don't have that many tips for you. My biggest advice would just be to focus on your eyes. As you did the cork, your eyes were kind of stuck to the ground, so you weren't able to do a full swing, and because of that, you had a little bit less flip. Next time you do your cork, try and keep your eyes spotting backwards so that way you're able to get the flip you need. Not only that, but it will also help if you kick your leg a little bit more vertically. When you swung your leg for your cork, you kicked it a little bit to the side, and that will also cut down on your flip. If you can kick that leg more vertically and look backwards, you'll be able to do a far better cork, and it will have far more inversion. Our third clip comes from Alec, and he also sent us a video of his cork. He says he's getting the spin he needs, but he can't seem to land it. So let's check it out and give him some tips.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Alec, that was a great attempt. But if you want to land your cork, you have a long way to go. You did have the right amount of twist, but you had no flip at all. As you did your J-step, you ran pretty much straight forward and you didn't lean back as you swung your leg, which caused you to just spin very vertically, almost flat to the ground. Next time you do your cork, try and drive that swing leg back over your head. Look backwards to spot your landing and really push forward using your hips. If you do that, your cork will have a lot more flip. But my biggest tip to you would just be to go back and drill your cheat gainer. Because if you can have a strong cheat gainer, the flip you get with that trick will translate right over to the cork. But this was a good attempt, and you could easily land this skill if you keep working at it. Our fourth clip comes from Kenny, and he's looking for some tips on his B-twist swing. So let's check it out. Kenny, that was a good swing, but there is a serious problem, and that is your spotting is stuck. Your eyes get stuck to the ground as you're doing the B-twist swing. Whenever you're doing any trick, and especially a swing through, you need very dynamic spotting. You should be looking down as you're spotting for your landing, but then up as you're performing your swing and back to initiate the flip. Then when you're finally gonna do the cork, you, after spotting down, forwards, and back, you then spot to your side to do your twist. What I saw with this clip was you just looked at the ground the entire time. If you can make your spotting more dynamic, the B-twist swing gainer and the B-twist swing cork will be far easier. Our fifth and final clip comes from Martin, and he sent us a video of his gainer switch. He's looking for any tips to make them better and faster. So let's check it out. Martin, that was a good gainer switch, but it could be far better if you focus on two things. The first is your switch. You did the switch for the gainer switch way too fast. And because of that, you didn't get the flip you needed. If you can swing that leg, jump for that cheat gainer, and then execute the switch, it will be far better than if you swing and switch way too early. The second thing you need to focus on is your spotting. This has been a common theme today, but your eyes are getting stuck on the ground. Especially for a trick like the gainer switch, you need your spotting to be dynamic, looking forward as you swing, back to initiate your flip, and then down to spot your landing, and then you do it all over again. If you can be really dynamic in your spotting, while also fixing what I said earlier, your gainer switch will be far better. And that way you'll be able to link 2 or 3 in a nice chain of gainer switches. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to all of the patrons of Mastering Tricking. If you guys didn't know, this series, this channel is funded in part by patron donations. And one of the rewards that all my patrons get is they get direct access to me to get any tips on their tricks. So if you guys liked the tips that I gave in this video and you would like to get some for yourself, please go to my Patreon and sign up. It would mean the world to me, and it supports me creating content just like this. But thank you again, and please have a lovely day.